All right, Auburn family. This is your boy Jason Campbell here, back on the Own to Victory podcast. Man, I got a great great superior player. I would say, one of the great big men Auburn has seen in a while. This guy can put it on the floor. He can shoot from the three. He can take it down low. We're glad to have him back. Yeah, he decided to come back for another season. Janai, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I know your name's spelled Johni, but some people say Johnny, but it's pronounced Janai, correct?
Correct, correct.
Yeah. So, I know in high school, you played from Florida, Plant City, and everything, but you transferred to Tampa Catholic. And Tampa Catholic, one of my buddies that played at Auburn, Jairus McIntyre, is now the head football coach there.
I
And
know Jay.
Jairus.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you just told me in college would Jairus be a head football coach? I just told you I don't know, but he's doing some great things down there at Tampa Catholic, man, a really good school. But yeah, talk about man like transition so far. You was invited to the NBA Combine. You put your name out there for a little bit to kind of see where you're at, see what things you want to improve on before you come back for another season, or if you wanted to go ahead and go in the draft. What made your decision to come back to Auburn this spring?
the NBA Combine was a great experience and it was a great time. But I got some great feedback. I was kind of borderline on what I wanted to do. But ultimately, just coming back another year, working on my craft, improving on the things that they told me to do, and I feel like it was best for me, and best for the team.
Yeah, you talk about we've had some guys, man, that's gone pro the last couple of years, and Kessler being one of those guys. I know if some of them come back. I've been around the facility a little bit and seen some of them guys come in there and hoop with you guys. How do you guys enjoy that with guys that you see playing in the NBA? That's come from the program that you're playing at, and you see that you can have that opportunity in the next year. How does that make you feel though when you talk to those guys? Do you pick their brains about certain things to prepare you for this year as you get ready for that leap?
It's always good, to play against high-level players, especially people who you're familiar with, who's playing at the next level that you want to get at. But when them guys come back, it's always good just having them around. Sometimes they'll correct you when things are doing a little bit wrong, but just to learn from them and, like you said, kind of just learn and pick their brains a little bit.
Yeah, man. And a lot of people don't realize, man, y'all just started practice yesterday, correct? So fall practice has started for the season. And you're in the cold tub. So anybody on the On to Victor podcast, all the people that support and give, my man is in the cold tub right now trying to do an interview because he just got to practice. And this is how much it means to him to come on the show and show his support and everything. And thank you guys for what y'all do for our student athletes. But you guys got an incredible season this year. When I look at your schedule, you play some teams like Baylor, you got Indiana, you got Southern Cal, Virginia Tech. Like as a player, that's your out of conference games. That gotta be fun when you go to Brooklyn and play Notre Dame, and Indiana, you come to Atlanta. So, just talk about when you see those teams on the schedule. How does it make you feel as a player? Like, how do you feel like, hey, these are games that we win these games, it makes us known nationally.
Uh, you know, we're playing in one of the best conferences in college, probably the best conference in SEC.
Mhm.
So, just playing teams like Baylor, Indiana, USC, other top teams in other countries, conferences, it's just fun and competitive always. Kind of see how we match up against the other conferences. But it should always be good games. Myself and my teammates love competing and love winning. So obviously, when we win those games, that's gonna make us more well known. But this is a very good group. I think we can make a lot happen this year.
Yeah, you guys open up the season on November 7th against Baylor. And Baylor's been one of those programs that, shoot, if you want to say over the last 10 years, they produced, some Final Fours, Elite Eight games. So, talk about opening up against a team like Baylor, right off the bat. Like, there's no time to like ease into this. You got to jump right into it.
One more time.
Yeah, I said, so talk about playing Baylor. Tell them who that have in background. Tell them leave you alone, man. Oh man, it's Trey, man. Tell Trey to leave you alone, man. Trey, what's going on, man?
What's going on, everybody?
You doing all right, bro?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, man. We look forward to seeing you here soon.
What'd you say?
I said we look forward to seeing you here soon on November the 7th.
Oh yes, sir, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. So keep doing the big things, man. Keep being a leader, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Janai, so you open up with Baylor. Big game right off the bat. Like, there's no easing into this. I know you guys got an exhibition game before that in Montgomery, but this game right here, right off the bat, to a team that's been well known as a high profile a basketball program. Talk about the excitement playing Baylor in the first game.
Uh, Speaking on the team aspect, I know everybody's very excited.
Mm,
Um, Excited myself, but I feel like that's our first test to see how good we really are. We've been working extremely hard, going back and forth with each other every day in practice. So I feel like Baylor's gonna be our first test to see how good we are to another great team. Um, but like I said, I feel like we're preparing in the right ways to get ready for that game.
yeah. And most definitely, because I know Coach Pearl, man, he likes to run and get up and down the court. And as a big, you got to like that as well, because he almost say, hey, everybody has a free opportunity to shoot the ball and do what you do. Playing within his offense. You guys brought in a lot of new players, and one thing the coach wanted to do was improve outside shooting this year. So you bring in, of course, we got the high school kid Aiden Holloway, but then you got, saying Trey, who was here last year, but then you bring in Denver Jones, you bring in Chaney Johnson, Chad Baker. What can you tell us about these guys that excites you as a big man?
Um, like you just said, we brought in great pieces from guards to forwards. Starting with Denver Jones, he's an electric shooter. He can
Mhm.
shoot it at a high clip. Aiden Holloway, same way. They can all shoot the ball. Chad Baker can shoot the ball. My man Chaney Johnson right here can shoot the ball as
Chaney,
well.
what's up, man? Hey,
You
Chaney,
got
like he don't like the cold tub, man. He act like he freezing, man.
it's pretty good. Time rules, so I'm out.
I, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, but like I said, those guys are all capable shooters, but they all work hard. They all like defense as well. So it's just, I
Mhm.
feel like on both sides of the court, they'll be effective.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, that's awesome to hear, man, because I know you in the cold tub. I know you got your teammates in there, but the On to Victory podcast, they want to hear from you guys. And I know you guys getting ready to gear up for the season. But, just one or two more here real quick. But, you're one of 9 players, man, in the country, really, in the SEC to be top 15 in scoring and rebounding. You know, as a big man, that's so big when you can score and rebound. How you feel like going into this season? What's another element you can add to your game to make you even better?
Um, I'll say just making better reads, whether a lot of teams double team me
Mhm.
down in the post. So just making the best reads on, should I go up with it? Should I kick it out for a three ball? Finding my other teammates cut to the basket. And then, in our new offense we have, uh, while I'm on the perimeter, making different reads and better reads, the back cutters and, setting better screens, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's I'm excited to see you guys, man. The whole Auburn fan base is excited to see you. I know it's gonna be packed out again this year. I can't wait to the USC game. Everyone's coming to that game because everyone's talking about LeBron and Barkley's gonna be there, and a lot of you know not just them. It's gonna be a lot of alumni guys, trying to come to that game, man. So you guys got to be excited, man, by seeing a packed arena every weekend and every time you guys play at home. But just talk about NIL for a quick second. How's NIL meant for you guys and what On to Victory does, because we know it's an important piece now in college sports when it comes to student athletes. Just talk about the NIL aspect of it real quick.
The NIL part is amazing. I'm extremely grateful for owning victory. How it gives me a chance to have some money in my pocket and as well to help my family out um, back at home, and not having to be at the professional yet. I'm
Yeah.
still being college, get my degree, and play basketball to get my love, but get rewarded for it as well. So I'm extremely grateful and thankful for on the victory.
Yeah, people don't realize, but a big part of the reason guys can come back, I always talk about this in baseball. Guys don't have to rush and go to the draft, and in NBA, you don't have to rush and go to the draft. You feel like you can develop another year and go as a higher pick because now NIL, you're not rushing to have to hurry up and how to get money to take care of your family because the NIL portion gives you opportunity to do that while you still develop as a player. So, that's just great to hear, man. And much respect to you and everything you guys are doing, man. You gonna be at the Georgia game this weekend?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be there.
All right, man. Well, hold it down, man. Keep the fans. Make sure they standing up, they loud, getting that thing crunking and everything this weekend, man. Because we needed to be loud like it be in the basketball arena on a Saturday against Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. So let's go get it, man. And thank you for your time. Appreciate you coming on the On to Victor podcast.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, War Eagle.
All right, Warrior, appreciate it. All right, that was Johni Broome right there. One of our big pieces for basketball season this year. You talk about a guy that came back for another season. Bringing that experience that this team needs. He's going to be a guy that this team is going to have to lean on a lot this year to prepare and get ready. And I think he's one of those type of players. And I really think overall this basketball team can have a special year. You talked about Denver, you talked about Cheney, these guys that can shoot the ball from the outside, Aiden Holloway, 2023 McDonald's All-American, another guy that can quick guy up and down the basketball court, can push the ball. So you're talking about a team that's going to be fast, a team that can shoot better than we did a year ago. And also from the defensive side of it, Coach Pearl has talked about these guys buying into defense. And that's one thing they're doing very well during spring and summer is focusing a lot on stopping opposing teams, but also putting that ball in the bucket. And I think we're in for a treat this year. I like the fact that we play Notre Dame, we play Southern Cal, we play Baylor, we play Indiana, play Virginia Tech. I think all of that is great because it builds for your basketball program. And it also shows that, hey, we play in one of the toughest conferences in basketball. And from top to bottom, but then we're not afraid to go outside of our conference and still challenge ourselves to see where we are as a team. But then also to say, hey, we're not running. We're not running away from these opportunities to play other big schools and others in other conferences. So I think that's a testament to Coach Pearl and his staff and to the players to be willing to take that on and make it more exciting for the fans. You can play against teams you can beat, but to play against teams that's going to be a challenge, that's what makes college basketball and that's what makes college sports so much fun. So continue to tune in. We got Aiden Holloway on deck, and he'll be here soon to tune in with us. So in the meantime, let's go. War Eagle.